Hello and welcome to Rathod's IAS. Today we are going to see this session of mains answer writing practice. So we are going to take a question and we are going to see how to structure an answer for this question and what are the steps that you need to follow before answering a question. So all these are very important. So actually why we are doing this series of daily mains answer writing or this mains answer writing practice, because yes, mains is very important and it is a very challenging, right? So in prelims you will be having options and answer that you can see in one of those options like A, B, C, D. But it is not the case in this mains. You have to write answer and you will be having 3 hours of time. And you have to address 20 to 22 questions. And the time limit will be around 7 to 8 minutes for 10 marker question, around 11 to 12 minutes for 15 marker question. So here you will be facing lot of challenges. So first one is understanding demand of question. So first challenge in your mains is understanding demand of question. And second problem that you will face is keywords, or you can say those are even directives. And third problem you will be facing is writing an answer in a prescribed word limit. For example, 150 words or 250 words, like that. And fourth important challenge is you will be running out of time limit. So if you are addressing all these 4 challenges, then I can say your name will be in the finalist for sure. Okay, so you have to understand the demand of question. To understand the demand of question, you have to read question at least twice. So you have to read question at least twice and you have to identify number of sub questions. You have to identify number of sub questions given in the question. And you have to see keywords. So there will be some keywords or directives like discuss, analyze, critically analyze, evaluate, enumerate, okay, evaluate, critically evaluate, substantiate, illustrate, like that. So you have to know what exactly the meaning of that directive and what you have to write. So that is about keyword. And third one is word limit. So many of you, almost all people all students who are preparing for this examination, they will be reading almost the same standard books. Like for example, you will be reading the Spectrum, you will be reading Bipin Chandra, and you will be reading Lakshmikant, right? So more or less almost all the books that you are covering, and even you will be reading one standard, okay, for your current affairs, that is newspaper daily. So many of you might be reading Hindu and some of you might be reading Indian Express, that is your wish, but you are following one national newspaper. So almost everyone following the same book, same current affairs, and the content you will be having will be same. But here, according to the demand of question, so within the given directive, so you have to write answer within a word limit. So it is most challenging because you will be reading 2 or more standard books, or you will be reading some current affairs magazines and newspaper. You will be having a bulk of content in your mind. Yes or no? So concising of content is also one important task. And you have to keep that content within 150 words or 250 words. And this one is you have to write answer within 7 to 8 minutes. That is for 10 marker question. So all these things should happen simultaneously without any delay. So for this, I can say practice is very important. So without practice, you can't remember anything. and you can't get simultaneous points and the content and presentation part. So because of this, in this series of daily mains answer writing, so we are taking one topic. So we addressed ethics related things, polity related questions like that, and now we are taking question of Indian society and social issues, and we are going to see what is the question, and we are going to see how you have to address this question and what are the steps that you need to follow. So initially it will take some time to understand, but if you are practicing continuously and consistently, then I can say you can overcome the challenges, and one day you will be clearing your UPSC mains. So first of all, you have to believe in yourself, and next one is you have to do work hard. Okay, hard work and believing is very, very important, and those are the key. Okay, so now let us see the question. So I hope you can see question on the screen. The question is, the absence of an enabling and safe working environment is responsible for the poor participation of women in the labor force. So if you see this question, you understood that this question is talking about women participation. It is talking about women participation in work or labor force. So this question is talking about women participation in work or labor force. So whenever you are writing an answer, you have to follow this IBC format. So I is nothing but introduction, B is body, and C is conclusion. So this is a standard format that we will be following for each and every answer. So in this case, how can you write introduction? So introduction can be written in two ways. So this question is saying that we need to provide safe working environment. So you can write about acts dealing with safety in the workplace. Or else you can write about Vishaka guidelines. You can write about Vishaka guidelines. Or else you can write about recent data which talks about abuse of women. You can talk about abuse of women in workplace. So this is the way that you can start your answer. Or else if you are following current affairs clearly, so you might be knowing about recent Supreme Court interference and what it said about safety of women in workforce. Okay, so why there is a less participation of women? So Supreme Court came up with this interference. So you can write about less participation of women, what are the reasons. So in these three ways, so whichever which is suitable for you, you can use that thing. Okay, so this is introduction. And how many sub questions are given? So first of all, you have to know the sub questions. So it is saying that there is absence of safe working environment is responsible for poor participation of women in labor force. So you have to know about data. So first one is data about women workforce in labor, why it is less, if it is less or no, so we have to show the data. And next one is you have to see like why, what are the reason why women's participation in labor force is less. So there are two questions here. So next one is your body. So in body you have to address these two things. So first one, you can write about anything that you know about data regarding women participation. So if you have any data like periodic labor force survey or any other data which is released by RBI or anything, so you can write the data which shows yes, there is less participation of women in the workforce. And next one is you have to write about what are the reasons. What are the reasons that led to decreasing of participation of women? Okay, so what are the reasons that led to decreased participation of women? So in that way you can write. So here the keyword is discuss. So discuss means whatever you want you can write, but write within the word limit and time limit. And next one is our conclusion. So in conclusion you can give the two important things. So first one is you can give way forward, or you can write about what are the steps that can be taken by government to improve women participation in labor force. So in this way you can write your answer. So this is structure of your answer. I hope it is clear, right? So now I want to show you the model answer of this question so that you can understand some content, like how to get the content and which content that you have to write and how to present the answer. So I will show you one model answer. So this is the same question. It is about the absence of an enabling safe working environment is responsible for the poor participation of women in labor force. So always whenever we are giving you the model answer, we will be also giving you the approach, like how can you approach the question. Introduction. So this is according to the World Bank report. It said that Indian women labor force participation, which has been declining since 2005, and in 2021 women participation is very less. It is just 19% in India. So this is the data, and in the body you have to write about lower participation of women in workforce. Yes, so you have to substantiate with some data. So according to periodic labor force survey annual report, which says that the participation of women was 25.1% when we are comparing with the males, that is 57.5%. So comparing to that of males, there is less participation of women in labor force. So whenever women they are less participating means they are contributing less to the economy. And next one is between 2010 and 2020, the number of working women in India dropped from 26% to 19%. So even whoever they are contributing to the economy, so their number is declining day by day. So what are the reasons? So the reasons are because of increasing of abuse, because of increasing of violence, and we can say there is no safety at the workforce. Okay, so in this way you can write the data that you know. And next one is what are the reasons. The first one is sexual violence. Okay, so here heading you can write absence of enabling and safe environment for women at workplace. So why? Because of one is sexual violence, sexual harassment which is happening at the workforce. Okay, so at the workplace, yes, sexual harassment is happening. So because of this, what happened? So women they don't want to come out to face this abuse or harassment, and they're staying inside the homes. So because of this, yes, we can say there is reduced women participation. For example, over 50% of respondents to this annual review of state of sexual harassment in India, which said that they had faced this sexual harassment at least once at the workplace. And this one is because of gender pay gap. So whenever women and men they are doing the same job, so men are getting good pay compared to that of women. Okay, women are getting less than their male counterparts. For example, in 2022, women earned an average of 82% of what men earned, according to Pew Research Center. And this one is most of the work which is coming under unorganized sector. Okay, so because of this, they will not get much social benefits. Okay, So because of this also, women are not much interested to come out to do the jobs. And next one is there is gender asymmetry. So the workplace, what happened? So we have patriarchal mindset. So because of this patriarchal mindset, women are seen as minority in the society. So this is also one important reason. Okay, so these are the reasons for which we can say there is less women participation. And even in the leadership roles, women, they are not getting the leadership roles. So leadership roles will be given to the men. So in this way you can write the body, and the conclusion you can say like what are the steps that can be taken. For example, at the workplace, so we need women friendly environment, women friendly infrastructure. Even women who are doing good, so they need to get incentives to prevent dropouts. And especially women need to get maternity leaves, and as well as even government recently announced that women they need to get menstrual leaves also. So that what happened, there will be the decreased number of our dropouts. And actually here whatever the cultural violence and structural violence that is present in society, so we have to provide some safety for this woman. Okay, so in this way we can eliminate, or we can especially decrease the violence and decrease the sexual harassment. Okay, then we can ensure there will be the good participation of women in the labor force. So this is about the modal answer. Now I want to show how one of our students wrote the same answer. So I can say this is not a best answer, but I want to show like how other students are writing or representing, right? So the same question, the first mistake I saw is not identified number of sub questions here, the first mistake. So whenever you're reading questions, so you have to underline. Okay, you have to underline where all the sub questions are there. And there is no need of writing introduction at all here. So whatever you are writing the first paragraph, that will be your introduction. So introduction, like in a recent judgment, the Supreme Court expressed concerns about implementation of sexual harassment of women at workplace, and because of these uncertainties leading to many working women feeling compelled to leave their job. So this is a recent current affairs. So recently Supreme Court said that if there is no proper implementation of this act, that is Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Act, then what happened, that will lead to the women, they are leaving the job because there is no safety they are getting. And next in the body, let us see what the student wrote. So student gave the heading, that is female labor force participation rate. So despite a surge in the enrollment rate of girls in the class 10th, so India's female LFP, that is labor force participation rate. But here whenever you are writing an answer, please don't use short forms, you have to use full forms. This is one more mistake, that is declined from 30 to 24% from past 2 decades. Okay, so this is the data which is supporting that yes, female participation is decreasing. And what are the causes? Because of patriarchal social norms, because of gender wage gap, unpaid care work. Yes, this is one important reason. So women, they will be doing care work for their children, for elderly, but it is not paid, and even it is not accounted to our GDP. And next one is because of social and cultural stigma, so women participation is very less. And next one is absence of enabling safe environment. So women are also not having the proper safe environment. For example, there is sexual violence is happening. So 50% of respondents to the annual review of the states of sexual harassment is seen. And even they comes in unorganized sector and gender asymmetry. But the thing I found here is there is no example or there is no data. So you have to write examples and data for sure. Okay, so that is missing here. So these are the problems, or these are the mistakes that is done by the student. And way forward, that student wrote way forward in the conclusion, like, so we have to implement the recommendations of Justice Verma Committee. like compensation, domestic violence, compensation for this domestic violence or domestic workers, and we have to set up this employment tribunal under this POSH Act. So here we should not use the short form, we have to use the full form. So this is one of the answer which is written by our student. So I hope you understood like where the student did the mistakes, right? So no example, no complete conclusion. So you can add some more important points, yes or no? Okay, so this is one of the answer which is written by our student. So now I want to announce one important thing, that is we are going to have free orientation class for this mains answer writing on 24th December 2023, that too at 11 AM, and it is a free class. So the link to join this class and passcode is given in description box, so please do save and try to join the class. So if you have any doubt regarding mains answer writing, so I will be clarifying your doubts in that session. Okay, so that is a live session, that is on Sunday. Okay, and one more thing here is, so we are launching this new batch of mains answer writing course on 25th December 2023. So here we are covering entire your GS through this daily answer writing practice. So we are covering GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, and you are also going to write essay and as well as case studies. And for whatever the question that we are providing, so we are also providing the model answers, and also the detailed evaluation of your answers, essays and case study will be done. And one more specialty here is we are covering both static and as well as current affairs. So here GS1 and GS4 will be static, and GS2 and GS3 will be current affairs. So we are covering even current affairs also. And one more thing here is, if you have any doubts, so we will be having this live doubt clearing sessions on every Sunday. So weekly once we are having this live class, so there we are going to write even live essay writing practice also. So please let me know how many of you have fear of writing an essay. So if you have fear of writing an essay, you can join this course, and for 100% sure I can say you will be losing the fear. Okay, because many students will lose the fear and you are writing a very good essays. So in that live discussions, that will be the two-way interactions. So I am not only the person that will be talking there, I will be taking inputs from each and every student who attended the class. I will make you to write essay on the line itself. Okay, so because of this, that will be very helpful for removing of your fear and stigma towards essay. And one more thing is, if you are facing any problem regarding generating content, structuring of your answer, and to get a good mentor, and regarding essay and case study, so you can come and you can join this course. So this course is around 8,200 rupees for 1 year. So if you can't pay this amount in one go, you can pay in 2 installments. And you may having a doubt like, so how this program will runs? Yes. So first of all, we are going to give you 52 weeks of schedule. And based on that daily targets, so you will be preparing. And after that daily, we will be sending you one question to your registered mail ID. And after that, you will be start writing your answer by using stopwatch. So initially it will be taking around 25 to 30 minutes. I accept it, but we have to decrease that to 12 minutes by the end of this course. So this is also one important target of this course. And after writing an answer, you have to send your PDF, that is answer in PDF format, to our mail ID for evaluation. And we will be doing evaluation. So in that evaluation, we are going to give you the feedback like, so whether you address the demand of question or not. So what are the mistakes that are doing? So how can you improve your presentation? So whether you are drawing map or not. So if at all any diagram can be added or not. So everything will be given in a very detailed format. And later on, what are the corrected copies there? So we will be resending that copy to your mail. And after you receive the mail, so you will be checking the feedback, and based on that you will be improving. So this process will be a cyclical process for throughout 1 year. So with this process, yes, automatically you can improve your answer writing skills for sure. And after joining this course, within 2 to 3 months itself, you will be start seeing the difference. So if you have seen the first answer and after 2 to 3 months, so the answer that you are writing, so you'll be seeing a lot of difference. It is my promise. And one more thing here is we are going to have this Zoom live interaction classes every week. Okay, so that you can express your ideas, your perspectives, so that even you can improve your communication skills and you can lose your fear of stage. Okay, stage fear that you can lose, so that skills will be very useful for your interview. So here we are preparing prelims, mains and interview simultaneously through this course. So do join this course. It is very, very useful. Okay, and I want to show you our website where you can get access. Okay, so this is our website, rathodsiasacademy.com. So whenever you are visiting to our website, so you have to click on login or register first, and later on you have to click on do not have account if you are visiting our website for the first time, and you have to sign up with your details, and later on you can log in with the registered email ID and password. So after that you can click on this courses, then course list. So these are the wide range of courses that we are offering in Rathod's IAS. Okay, so at last you can see this is our daily mains answer writing course. So if you want to enroll, so you can directly enroll through the website. Okay, so you can click on buy course here and you can pay the amount here, or else you can call me or contact me on this number 8074765513. Okay, so this is the number that you can call me directly, or else you can text me on WhatsApp on this number, and even Telegram is also available. So whichever which is suitable for you, you can text me and you can talk to me regarding this course. So this is very, very useful. Okay, so that's all for today, and I wish you are going to join the orientation class and we are going to have a suitable talk on that day. Okay, so that's all for today, and if you really like this class, hit the like button and share this class to your friends, and share this information of free orientation class or mains answering to your friends also. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe to Rathod's IAS Academy. Thank you so much for watching.